Good morning, everybody. How is it going? And welcome to a game between Complexity Gaming and Team Liquid for the Manila Major 2016. Let's go ahead and take a look at this game, shall we? Finally, competitive Dota is back in full form. Everybody's playing for the Manila Major. And I have seen none of it because I did not have the time. So, let's go ahead and just take a look at the game, and hopefully this is gonna end up being fun. I picked this game because there's a lifestealer in this game. Lifestealer has not been very popular in recent competitive memory, and I thought that would be, it would be interesting to see that guy come back a little bit. Why not, right? Lifestealer's a cool hero. He's one of my personal favorites, and yeah, so let's go ahead and do this, shall we? So, as per bands, we have a Darkseer and an Enigma coming out for Team Liquid, and an Earth Spirit and Lycan for Complexity Gaming. Lifestealer being the first pick for Team Liquid, and Beastmaster for Complexity. We're gonna see what's gonna be the second pick for the Radiant here. Honestly, I have no fucking clue. I'm not even gonna pretend I know nothing. Dazzle, it makes a lot of sense. I would guess that the Dazzle pick right here is not only because they like having a Dazzle, and Dazzle is very good against Lifestealer, right? The Shallow Grave. The Lifestealer just can't do anything about that. I mean, nobody can, right? But Lifestealer really struggles with that. It's just really unfortunate for him specifically. So Shallow Grave is gonna be nice against the big nasty carry from the Dire side. But also, Dazzle works really well with Lifestealer, right? Dazzle and Lifestealer together is a nasty combination. The minus armor, the Shallow Grave on the Lifestealer himself, that stuff is all very powerful. So it might just be a pick as well as another ban, right? Taking that hero away from Liquid. We have the Drow Ranger being banned out, Ricky being banned out by Complexity. I'm very surprised by that, actually. I have not seen any Ricky. Bounty Hunter as well. Well, actually, the one time I saw Ricky was when a team was using Ricky as basically a Bounty Hunter. So it's interesting that they would ban out both Ricky and Bounty Hunter. So maybe they're afraid of that general playstyle, don't really want to put up with that. The Vengeful Spirit coming out, the Vengeful Spirit ban from Team Liquid. Sure, I mean, Vengeful is a very nice hero. She's also one of those heroes that Lifestealer struggles against. Because, like, Lifestealer is the kind of hero that really commits to a target. Alright, Lifestealer picks an enemy and then kills that enemy. And then he needs to wait a little while for the next target, right? But he's committed to an enemy, right? Whoever he's eating, that's the guy he's eating. He can't have something like jumping somebody and then they get swapped out. That doesn't work for a Lifestealer, right? That's just really shitty for it. So that might be why they're getting rid of her. But she's also just generally very powerful. Disruptor coming out for Team Liquid. A very strong hero in general. Nothing surprising there. A Doom for Complexity. Again, same deal there. Death Prophet. Same deal there. These are just all really solid. I like seeing the Death Prophet in combination with the Dazzle. That's a very strong, powerful thing they got going on. They're keeping the Death Prophet alive for longer. It's always intense. Just so hard to go up against, right? She can heal herself in that period of time, and even if she doesn't, her ultimate is just gonna 5 seconds more of Death Prophet's ultimate can make or break a team fight. On top of that, we also have a Doom and a Beastmaster. Complexity is actually looking at a pretty damn tanky team here, right? Doom can definitely take some hits. He's got the heals. Beastmaster naturally tanky. Death Prophet, she builds tanky as well as having the heals. And then Dazzle just sitting in the background, healing even more. I feel like Complexity is actually looking at a quite beefy team here, right? Leshrac coming out for Team Liquid. That is very surprising. I don't even know what that is about. Really? People are picking Leshrac? Well, that's interesting. Okay, well, I guess we'll see how that works out, right? Cool. I guess the Well of Discord is really good now, so maybe the Leshrac is viable? I'm not sure. Husker being banned out. I like Husker. I think Husker is very good, so I'm not surprised by that too much. Well, a little bit, because I don't really know if people in competitive appreciate him as much as I do, but I like Husker. I think Husker is very powerful. He has some nice item builds, right? And Tusk being banned out for Complexity. So we're gonna go on to the last picking stage. Lich for Team Liquid. So it's gonna be a Leshrac in the mid, I assume here. That's very much that is very interesting, right? Titan off lane, Lifesteal as the safe lane carrying the shock going into the mid, going up against a Death Prophet. Complexity now looking at either another support or a carry. I would be surprised if it's another support. They really need somebody that can actually put out a lot of damage. Right? Somebody that hurts and somebody that probably can heal or be tanky in some sort of way. So maybe a Wraith King, maybe a Juggernaut, something along those lines. It's gonna be the Juggernaut here. Juggernaut is also cool because he actually deals pretty damn well with Lifestealer, Disruptor, Tidehunter, Leshrac, and Lich. With basically everybody on Team Liquid's side. I feel like Juggernaut is a very nice pickup for Complexity. Again, the spin, very powerful here, right? And on top of that, again, Lifestealer is somebody who commits to a target, right? He doesn't like it if that target doesn't then end up, being killable. So if a Lifestealer were to actually jump the Juggernaut, and the Juggernaut just activates his ultimate, then that is not something Matumbaman will appreciate. So yeah, we'll see how this whole thing works out, and into the game we go. We got Jerax playing the Disruptor for Team Liquid, already heading into the mid lane. We got Matumbaman on the Lifestealer, Fata playing the Leshrac, Mind Control, or Mind Con on the Tidehunter, and last but not least for Liquid, we got Kuroki on the Lich. Currently heading into the mid as well. I'm not really sure what the Lich is going to be up to, or could be a dual offlane. I wouldn't even be surprised by that, but I guess we'll see. We got Sea Freak on the Doom playing the offlane here for Complexity. Chessie actually currently sitting around this area too. Maybe this is an aggressive tri-lane from Complexity. I'm not sure. I guess we'll see. Limp on the Death Prophet, as well as Handskin on the Dazzle. And of course, last but not least, Swindle fucking Melons playing the Beastmaster, going into the safe lane. So yes, this will actually be an aggressive offlane from Complexity. Interesting, you don't see those that often, and man, that is just unfortunate, isn't it? Oh man, that blows a little bit. Alright, I guess that's just something that Complexity is now gonna have to put up with. Limp walking into the lane here, or not lane, into the river here. Maybe applying a little bit of pressure, but no. Doesn't seem like Liquid is actually looking to fight, and Limp is just gonna grab himself the bounty rune and then head into the mid. Same is true for Fata, so a calm start to the game. Just gonna be, settled in quiet, and we're gonna just head into the regular laning stage here. So Kuroki is actually sitting on a mid currently. I really wonder what he's up to. It's gonna be very interesting to see. Limp, start out with a freshly delivered healing salve. I like that. Now, I actually gotta admit, I also like his item build a lot more. I like the Fairy Fire over the second Iron Branch, or the third Iron Branch, or however many Iron Branches you're gonna get. I think Fairy Fire just brings some nice utility there. Right, I don't know, I just think that's very powerful. Right, then, I guess, maybe not. But, I like that more. I like that more than what Fata is going for here. I know it's minor, of course, but that doesn't mean it doesn't matter, right? Oh, Fata gonna go for stun, misses. Man, that shit is so hard to hit with Leshrac, right? Like, gotta keep in mind that Limp wasn't actually trying to dodge here, right? Limp was just walking in a straight line, and still Fata didn't manage to connect with that. It's not that Fata is bad, right? Like, Fata is one of the best players in the world. It's just that shit is hard to hit. No, yet again, missed it. Just barely. It takes forever to come out. Oh well. Eventually they're gonna get one, and I think then Limp will be in a bit of trouble. Actually using his lifesteal to heal up a little bit, but he's running out of regeneration quick. In the meantime, at the top lane, we got Lifestealer and Disruptor going up against the Juggernaut and Dazzle. Two, I would say, even lanes. Definitely interesting, right? I feel like this is the kind of lane where whoever initiates loses. So I wouldn't be surprised if both teams just kind of chill, right? And I feel like both of these heroes, they're just okay with farming up, harassing each other a little bit, which is actually something that, yet again, I don't really see resulting in anything, right? The Lifestealer, he does have the lifesteal, surprisingly enough, right? So he'll be okay. And Chessie, of course, got his healing ward. But Jerax gonna be caught out, and actually Doom gonna be able to grab the first blood right here. Coming in from the sides is Sea Freak on a big old scary guy, and takes down the support for Liquid. It's also gonna buy some time for Jesse to actually establish a little bit of control in the lane, as he can play a lot more aggressively now. But yeah, you can also see that he went for an early point into the blade dance, right? That's just because he knows he's going to be trading hits with Matumba Man, and he definitely wants that additional damage. That's going to matter, and that is very much a useful thing to have here. So I like that. I think that's pretty neat. Oh well. Mid lane, definitely not going well for Complexity. Definitely not. Poor Limp, he's just getting the snot beaten out of him. He's out of regeneration. Well, he's got his bottle incoming, but a 3-minute bottle is not an early one. Not an early one whatsoever, right? His farm is not good. There's really no other way of putting this, right? And yeah, Death Prophet is suffering here, and this is not gonna get any better anytime soon. They really need to get her some backup if they want to come back into this lane. But maybe they're okay with her just not doing that well in the early game, you know. That's one of the nice things about Death Prophet. She definitely farms up quick, and she doesn't need a crazy amount to start being useful, right? You get yourself, you get her a Threats, you know, Threats, Magic Wand, and the Yules, and all of a sudden the hero actually becomes really, really scary. So, yeah. Oh, Seafrig, yet again. Looking for something. I mean, he is pretty speedy. He does have his windlays. He's got the tranquil boots. But, nah, man. Not much that's gonna come from that. Not much at all. And Matumba Man is just going in on Jesse. Yeah, this is really one of the issues here, right? Like, Lifestealer just kind of... It's hard to trade hits against him. It just really is. It's a struggle. It's a serious struggle. One thing I can, by the way, note about Matumba Man's lifesteal here, I really like his item build. Not item build. Well, I guess I like the face boots too, but I really like his skill build. This is how, in my opinion, you should build the lifestealer. Right? You put 2 points into the E, because additional range truly does matter, and then you just max out the Q, so you have that ready as soon as possible. Casual point into the W, of course. Seems they may want to commit to Seafrig. Yep, Matumba Man is going in on this. He's saving the rage. You saw that beautiful play right there. Saving the Q so the Juggernaut can't spin. Right, that's what he's up to. That's the entire point. He's just saving the Q so Juggernaut can't spin, but in the end he dives too deep. The heal bomb coming out from Handskin, and down goes the Lifestealer. So that's a 1-for-1, and definitely in favor of Complexity right there. I'm sure they'll be happy with that. Meantime, Swindles at the bottom lane taking a lot of pressure, just gonna deny himself to the creeps. And Doom is gonna use this opportunity to get some lane farm. Yeah, that's one of the cool things about this hero. Doom just kind of gets money no matter what, right? Like, you can see Seafreak, he's being aggressive, he's roaming around the map, he's trying to be useful in the early game. And yeah, that definitely works. But not only does that work, it still doesn't mean that, it also doesn't mean that Seafreak is gonna be poor. No, not at all, because every time the Devours of cooldown, you just get yourself a big creep, and all of a sudden you're doing better than most supports in the game. Right, and it's just, oh hey, that's actually pretty damn effective. But yeah, Matumba Man at the top, definitely diving too deep right there. I'm not really sure what that was about. Well, you know, like he was kind of committed to that play, right? Like, he had his rage ready, he was saving that for the Juggernaut spin, which I liked. I thought it was cool, right? But then he wanted to kill the Juggernaut. And that just didn't end up working out, right? You can't dive that deep against a Dazzle. The healing wave just deals too much damage. Swindle coming into the mid, and they're gonna roar up to the shock. Father just gonna die really quick right there, not much he can do. And Limp is actually gonna use this opportunity to pop this tower. Ultimate coming out. Jerax is around, but that's really not much a lone Disruptor can do. Or even a Disruptor with a Lich. Both of those heroes don't really contribute a crazy amount to a fight like this, so yeah, there goes the tower. And Complexity with their 5-man push in the early game, definitely gonna go and secure themselves a little bit of cash, money, you know. Kind of need that sometimes, but yeah. Father going for the Diabolic Edict item build, skill build. God, I really don't have it with skill and item builds today, do I? Right, but going for the Diabolic Edict here, I think that's a cool choice. That's what I would go for too, right? Like the Lightning Storm. Frankly, just not that valuable anymore. It's just not a good ability. Right, so if you're gonna play the Shock, you really need to rely on the Edict and the Split Earth, and those are strong spells, right? Those are definitely strong spells that can do a lot of hurt. Although the Edict is gonna be a little bit questionable here, since you do have the Dazzle with the Weave, and yeah, the Beastmaster with his summons. They're gonna definitely tank a few of those hits. In the meantime, talking about the Beastmaster, down he goes. Nice Matumba Man bursting him down at the end there. That's another one of those things I really like to do as Lifestealer, right? Like, this is something I feel a lot of people forget about, but Lifestealer's ultimate does actually deal quite a bit of burst. By quite a bit, I mean not really that much, but it's enough. Alright, so what you do is you hit the guys, you hit the guys, you hit the guys, and oftentimes you just need a little bit more. So you eat a creep, you explode out of it, boom, there's your little bit more. Right, and we'll see what the Lifestealer's going for here. I definitely expect an Armlet. Right, Armlet is gold standard. Armlet is the thing on most heroes these days. But especially on a hero like Lifestealer, right? If on a Lifestealer you're not buying Armlet, then you're just doing it wrong, and there we go. The recipe already in the stash. Lifestealer will definitely pick that up. We'll pick it up soon. Meantime at the bottom lane. Now we got Chessie actually trying to get some money. Top lane, that aggressive dual tri-lane. I'm not really sure what complexity was going for there, but that just did not end up working out whatsoever. And as a result, now they're just kind of gonna try to get this Juggernaut farmed up a little. Right? So Jessie now sitting at the bottom going up against the Tidehunter here. Although, honestly, I'm not really sure this is gonna work out for them. Well, with Doom incoming, definitely will. The Ravage coming out though. Mind control. Putting out the herd. Ditch ultimate gonna be used. And well, Seafrick is actually taking a little bit of damage, but oh! Oh no! Jessie! Just barely survives that one. The magic one coming out at the last second. Fata now also at the bottom looking for something, but nah, it's not gonna happen. The infused raindrop picked up by the Shrike. Actually, a lot of people running around with that. Death Prophet got one. Oh, Glimpse back. That's fancy. The Doom has one. Dazzle has one. Wow, that's a lot of infused raindrops. Look at that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, he doesn't have one. 6. 6 infused raindrops. Wow, that's a lot of stuff, man. That is a lot of stuff. I mean, that might be why people are a little afraid to actually go for fights, because you just can't really hurt people, right? You know, if they block 120 magic damage every time you cast a spell on them, then good luck killing anyone here. So, I don't know, it's really interesting, actually. It is a powerful item, that's for sure. I don't think there's any question about that. By the way, you can see Limp right here, not even maxing out the Crypt Swarm. That is the mark of a Death Prophet that says we're gonna be fighting him, right? Like, Crypt Swarm is the better laning ability, Crypt Swarm is the better farming ability. However, the E, well, if you know you're gonna be fighting, then that's just a better spell, right? It's gonna be better in fights, it's gonna be better if you're getting ganked. And seeing as the Death Prophet's early game was a little bit complicated, to say the least, right? I'm not surprised to see Limp running around with the 4th point into the E already. But yeah. Oh well. Oh wait, the scan uses the same animation as the TP on the minimap. I never noticed that. Well, I guess I just noticed that. Oh, it's lazy. I don't even really have another word for that. It's just lazy, man. Alright. Well, let's go and take a look at the net worth here. You can see that Death Prophet is actually ahead of the Leshrac now, right? And that's just because I feel like Death Prophet is just a better hero, right? Like Leshrac and Death Prophet, they are so similar, but Death Prophet just does everything a little bit better. Oh, both teams smoking up, but they run into each other, so Liquid knows. Matumba Man is here though, he does have his armor, he's looking pretty damn powerful. Now, the tricky thing about Armlet is always going up against the Doom, you know? Oh, we got a roar on Fada! Down goes to the Shark without really being able to do anything. And Liquid, they're dispersing. Because they have to weave on 4 of the heroes. They don't want to fight into this whatsoever. And so Complexity just gonna go ahead and settle for the tier 1 tower at the bottom. Maybe even gonna continue on with the tier 2. But man, that's unfortunate. Fada just completely bursted down. And that's the problem, right? Like, the Shark just can't do anything, man. I don't really know why they picked Leshrac. I just very doubtful if that was a good idea. Oh well. And that was smoke being used by Liquid. Going into the bottom here. Ward coming out. They know something is up. And nice silence! Instantly taking the Doom out of it. The glimpse back on Swindles. He tries to TP out, but no, Lich Ultimate gonna prevent that one. Actually, Fata also coming in from the backlines. The Beastmaster is just gonna be roasted up. Roastmaster! Eaten up by the last Shark and the supports. And, well, it's 2 quick kills for Complexity, and Liquid is just gonna be pushing the bottom lane here. Yeah, they'll go out and retaliate and take down that tier 1 tower. Seems like a decent idea. Let's go ahead and apply some pressure there. Now, I wonder what Matumba Man is going to go for next, right? Like, so the general item build I would expect is something along the lines of Ascension, Yasha, and the Desolator, maybe, right? But, you know, like, there's this item that I've been thinking about a lot, which is the, you know, the good old Echo Saber, right? I feel like on Lifesteal actually does make a lot of sense. It seems pretty damn sick, but at the same time, like, there's a lot of reasons why I feel like it makes sense on Lifesteal. You know, like, he needs people to stay nearby. He hurts, like, his attacks hurt. He just doesn't attack that often, right? Especially since he's going for face boots and armlet. Like, he has very powerful attacks. He just doesn't attack that often. So, again, the Echo Saber would make sense there. He needs a little bit of mana. He really does, right? Not a lot, but a little bit. But then, on the other side, there's always the argument that, well, you have your E to slow people down, you have your Q to give you attack speed, right? So does the Echo Saber really provide anything, like anything outside of those things? And the answer there is, sadly, apart from the mana, no, not really, right? So we'll see if that's gonna be the item of his choice. Using the ultimate to heal up right there, and, you know, Complexity is being aggressive at the moment. They are gonna go ahead and take down this top tower. And it seems like Liquid, they're not really that interested in fighting this. They know it's gonna be tricky. Mind control. Go ahead and take down this huge stack of Ancients. This is, of course, one of the nicest things about Tidehunter. He has no issue with taking down big stacks of Ancients. Since he doesn't take any damage from them at all. Right? And it's also a nice way for Kuroki to get a little bit more money. And, well, not necessarily money, but experience, that's for sure. So yeah, Mind Control just gonna go ahead and take these guys, and that almost puts him at his Blink Dagger. That's a very, very nice stack for him to have. He's already the 2nd highest farmed hero on his team, which is actually a bit of an issue, right? Like, again, Fada on that Leshak, he's just not been performing. I don't know what the thought process was in picking this hero, but it simply has not worked out. At least not so far. Glimpse back into the stun, and that's a nice pick off. That's, of course, a nice thing you can do with the Disruptor and the Shock. So that's definitely something that's, you know, maybe part of the original plan. But nonetheless, bottom tower is going to be pushed down. See what I mean when I say that Leshak and Death Prophet are basically the same hero. Alright, there goes the bottom tower. And now we're going into the mid, and it seems there is a fight brewing. Both sides maybe looking for something. But now, Complexity falling back, taking it easy. Actually, a Whale of Discord on the Death Prophet. That's not so much for the Death Prophet. I guess a little bit, right? Like, actually, I guess it is. Actually, I'm surprised by that. Yeah, they don't really have any other huge sources of magic damage. I mean, a little bit here and there, but I suppose the Crypt Swarm and the Spirit Siphon? Well, if you say so. I mean, like, I mean, not the biggest fan of that, but sure, right? I just really like the Eels. I'll be honest with you guys there. I just really like the Eels, but maybe Limp feels like he really needs some more armor to be able to go up against a Lifestealer here. Lifestealer, by the way, actually going for that Echo Saber. Actually gonna go out and grab himself down. So we'll see how that works out for him. And, Matumbo Man running around on a very low amount of HP here. Oh, there's a bird? Is he gonna take it? Ah. I was hoping he would infest it with the ultimate. That would be pretty fucking sick, you know? It can be rather mobile with that. Now, one of the important things in this game that you need to keep in mind is that Doom does very well against Armlet, but right here he's just gonna be murdered. Right, but Doom does very well against Armlet users, because if they have their Armlet active and they get doomed, they're just gonna be taking a lot of damage. And they can't turn it off, right? They are taking a lot of damage. That's kind of a big deal. That is very significant. Yeah. Jesse gonna try to TP out here. He should honestly be fine. I don't really see how they could catch him. They don't have anything that goes through that. Except for maybe actually the Lich's ultimate. Right, I'm pretty sure you can cast it on him. I'm not sure if you can actually. I'm pretty sure you used to be able to. But Superman gonna be roared up. Nice! A double stun from the Shark actually coming in big time this time around. Now we got a Juggernaut ultimate being used, but Superman falling quick, and down he goes. Jesse charging in. He's going for mind control. Actually gonna turn around and take down the Shark first. This course falls into the ground. Watermelon on the run. Mind control gonna be able to blink away and goes into the river. Seems he should end up being fine. 2 heroes down for Liquid. 2 important ones at that. And Limp is gonna use this opportunity to just send all of his ghosts onto the mid-tier 2 tower. Down the ghosts, and Complexity looking pretty damn strong right now, let's be honest. So, you know, that was a nice fight for them. That definitely ended up working out for them. And that after a solid, fantastic initiation from Liquid, right? You always need to keep that in mind. That was a good start for Liquid. They had all the tools ready, but Complexity just turning it around, and Limp somehow now the most farmed hero in the game. What a turnaround. I'm sure he must feel very good about this. Very happy with the outcome of this. But yeah, the Death Prophet now looking at 8,000 net worth ahead of the Lifestealer. I still, by the way, picking up a Blightstone, so this will probably end up being that Desolator. It's a very nice item for the hero. I don't see anything wrong with that. One thing I do see wrong, though, is I'm not really a big fan of his level 3 Feast. Alright, I feel like the E, the open wounds, it just does a lot. It's a very powerful spell. Well, gonna go ahead and just burn down this creep wave. Using the good old dragon for some pressure? Sure. Oh, why not?
Radiant's toughened up their structures.
Please excuse me. Gotta drink though. Gotta get some water here. Important. Gotta stay hydrated. Alright. Where did the Lifestealer run off to? Oh, he's still on the creep in the bottom lane. Being a little cheeky with that. I like it. I like it. Alright. Well, he still has a few of those firebolts there. Complexity, they're scanning. I guess they don't really see much. Yeah, kind of blind on the map, honestly. Like, their warding isn't optimal. Definitely not. And well, on the other side, also a little tricky. Got Liquid now smoked up. Well, Doom is around, but they're not looking for him. They don't expect him to be there. Well, Siegfried, Siegfried, not Siegfried. Hello, Siegfried. No, oh, Limp. Sorry, buddy, there's no point. I don't even like that he used another Siphon. He should have just kept the cooldown. That should coast down forever. Right, but anyway. I like that Seafreak is just farming in the enemy jungle like that, right? Just being very aggressive, and it's using the good old strategy of, well, they're certainly not gonna be looking under their right shoe, right? Like, it's just... no, it's not really gonna be looking, because they don't think anything is gonna be under their right shoe. Like, what the fuck would even be there? Don't even get me started on the left shoe, okay? That would be even more absurd. Don't be ridiculous now. Don't be ridiculous. And I see us still doing this. Okay, Matumba man, we get it. You have the most beautiful dragon, but maybe it's time to come out. Thank you. I mean, I like the dragon too, but you know what I like even more? Money. Gotta farm up, man. That's the important stuff here, but... well, he's actually... he's number 1 yet again. He's definitely up there. Now just using his fast movement speed and his high damage output to get himself some creep kills and get ahead in the net worth. On the other side, we have the Juggernaut. Now picking up a Vanguard and working on his Battle Fury, I assume. Oh, it's an interesting choice. Vanguard. Not really sure how much I like that. Honestly, it's not the greatest item against Lifestealer, right? So, but I guess, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world either. Seafreak actually gonna be glimpsed away from Liquid. Might be enough to save him, actually. Yeah, this guy is fast. Look at him. Look at him go. 446 movement speed, just zooming away from everything. And, well, Doom is going to be fine. Oh, this is bad, though. This is very bad. This stack is not meant for mind control. This stack is for the Juggernaut. And you can see, Complexity is willing to fight over it. The Battle Fury is now complete on Chessie. And he does need this money. This is very important. This is actually a big point in the game. And the silence on the Ravage! Down goes Chessie! BKB used from Limp, but he's cut off. That's it. Nothing else gonna happen. The creeps are gonna go down in favor of Team Liquid as well, and they just completely boosted the Juggernaut into the ground, not even giving him a chance to do anything, right? Disrupt the ultimate as well as the Ravage coming out. Again, just making sure. And there he goes. We got the Desolator incoming for the Lifestealer now. So Matumbo Man looking scarier and scarier by the second, and well, Roshan is gonna be worked on. Stunned up as well. Just taking a lot of damage here. A lot of damage. But down he goes. And there's not really much Complexity you can do about it. And Complexity, after that last encounter, they got a bit of a problem. Because this Lifestealer is starting to get out of hand, right? Like, this guy is super powerful. But it's not just the Lifestealer. Actually, like, Tidehunter is really strong as well. It is actually mostly the Lifestealer, though. Right, the thing is, I don't think the Juggernaut can fight him. I just don't see that. Right, so you have to doom him and then fight him on top of that. Oh, man, it's gonna be tricky. Definitely gonna be tricky. And, well, there's Chessie. He's on the run. He's gonna end up being fine, though. The spin keeps him safe for the time being. Well, we may actually have a little bit more of an encounter, though. See, Freak. He is invisible. He's looking for the Doom and the Roar coming out of Kuroki of all the heroes. But the Doom is used on Fata. The Leshak is not going to be able to do much here. It doesn't seem like he even has to. Doom just murdered Chessie. Ultimate coming out. But those two heroes can definitely take a little bit of a beating. The Tumbo Man now on the run. Down he goes. Death Prophet securing that first kill. But the Resurrection is ready. And the Tumbo Man is ready to fight again. Coming back into the fight. Well, actually, turns out there's not much left of the fight. Seems that everybody's just on the run, getting out of dodge, and well, maybe not quite though. But Tumba Man, he knows Hadskin is there, and he wants that Dazzle, the 4-staff, and well, Dazzle is on the run. No Shadow Grave? Oh, limps back. Well, the Shadow Grave didn't matter then, and well, that's gonna be a pick off. At least one. Juggernaut gotta be spinning up there to get himself out of dodge, and Death Prophet is already back at the base. Well, they managed to kill a Lifestealer. I mean, that's a pretty good start. That's a nice feat. The problem is just it didn't matter, seeing as, you know, Matumbo Man did have that Aegis. Also used a lot, just very uncoordinated, I think, right? Like, that entire fight from Complexity just did not seem well executed whatsoever. It's really, you know, you had the Roar on the Lich, you had the Doom on the Shark, which in of itself is not really an issue, but there was just nobody there to follow up on those heroes, right? It doesn't matter. Look, it doesn't matter if, let's say, the Beastmaster be here to Roar the Leshrac right now, because there's nobody there to kill him, and he can't do it. That's just not happening, right? So you can't just throw spells out there and then say, well, team, where were you? Right? No, that's not how it works. Shrug, by the way, picking up some TP boots and a Bloodstone, so that's definitely going to help him accelerate his farming. Let's go ahead and take a look at the items in general. We lost the Beastmaster right there, and you got picked off by the Tumbo Man really quick, but we got TP boots as well, and a Necrobook on the Beastmaster, Necrobook level 1. Death Prophet, we saw the BKB, she seems to just be, farming up. Hasn't gotten much else since. Of course, we know of the Battle Fury. I wonder what we're gonna see next, honestly. I feel Extension Yasha is always a nice choice, but then again, who knows, right? I have no idea what we're gonna see here. Doom, of course, just kind of casually trucking along, but he already got himself a Shadow Blade and some drums. So actually Seafrig looking quite healthy, quite powerful as well. Dazzle, just nothing as expected, right? Lich on the outside of 4-star. We saw this guy already. Disruptor also 4-star. Got the 4-star on the Titanhunter as well. There's a lot of 4-stars, man. And then Matumba Man, of course, with the Desolator now working on the good old Assault Cuirass. Seafrig got a Doom Up Mind Control, but out comes Matumba Man. He's going in. Oh, but he is going to be roared up right here. Lifestealer going to be stuck in the fight for a little while with Limp diving in deep. He wants Jerax and he's going to get him. Going for Kuroki next, and down goes the Lich. Kind of an awkward spot right there, and Fata is on the run now. Oh, he doesn't hit the stun, but the Ravage comes out. Mind Control is finally no longer doomed. Buyback from the Lich. They're gonna try to save the buyback on the Lifestealer. And actually, it seems like this barracks might fall. Mind Control comes in, instantly gets silenced. No, there we go. Finally, the buyback from the Lifestealer coming through. A little late right there, but nonetheless, it seems like it's gonna be enough. So yeah, Matumba Man will be the final thing needed to scare Complexity away. But holy hell, that was a pretty good fight for Complexity. And I thought they were in a bit of trouble. I thought that the Lifestealer was just looking too scary. The Lifestealer was just looking too powerful. But dude, I'm just gonna say it, but the Shrug is just not strong enough. This hero is just not mattering in the same way as something like a Queen of Pain would, right? He doesn't even have to be a Queen of Pain. Pretty sure Puck wasn't banned, right? So what's wrong with a Puck? What you gotta get the Shrug for? I don't know. I'm just a little confused by that. I feel like a Leshrac. Think about not a Puck. Not a Leshrac. Think about a Puck in this game. Wouldn't that make a lot more sense? Wouldn't that make things so much nicer? But yeah, of course, it sucks when he gets doomed, but it's a Puck. Just don't get doomed, right? Like, I feel like you should be able to do that. Oh, Mind Control. Actually gonna be caught out right here. He's silenced, but of course he's got his 4-star. Yeah, he also got his backup. They'll be fine. He'll be absolutely okay right there. And well, Matumba Man just continuing on with his farm. Just kind of sticking to the game plan, right? Like, that's generally the thing. You just kind of gotta make sure you farm up. You kind of just gotta make sure you're doing well. Right. Diffuser Blade now coming out on Chassis. So I guess that's just like to preemptively deal with Ghost Scepters. I mean, it's a good item in general. I just don't really know. I'm a little confused by this, honestly. Man, maybe I'm just too out of touch with item builds these days, but I don't really think I am. I just think this is a little odd. Right, like the Diffuser Blade, I suppose, can you purge the Ice Armor? I'm not sure you can. Right, but I guess if you can purge the Ice Armor, that would explain it. Oh well. Oh, that was a little too far, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I guess that seems fine. I suppose, you know, from the Shrug, you want to burn mana. A nice thing about the Diffuser Blade is if you attack, like during Blade Fury, you still attack, right? So the Diffuser Blade actually does still burn mana. And I mean, the Cleave also still comes through. So these are all benefits that the Juggernaut has, but... And if he's going for Diffusal Manta, which... Okay, I mean, that's just a really good item build. I see no issue with that. I don't see why you wouldn't go for the Manta first, right? Like... Wouldn't that do the exact same thing? Just, yeah, I guess it's more, you know, more expensive, but a Yasha is just very nice to have, right? I don't know, I don't really follow along. Maybe it's just to deal with the Lifestealer's mana. You know, I kind of purge for that a little bit. Keep people close. I guess we'll see. Death Prophet, by the way, now sitting on a complete Shiva's guard. So tanking up, I like that, right? Just going for the armor, just making sure that, no. I'm sorry, Lifestealer, you're not gonna be able to just ruin me here. If you want to kill me, you're gonna have to work for it. Seems quite reasonable. I like how Matumba Man is just spending most of his time inside of Mind Control now. They got a very close relationship. You know, I can appreciate that. Oh well. They're pretty close to the Sword Cross here. Both teams just taking it easy at the moment, right? Like, they both don't have a crazy amount of vision here. I guess the Beastmaster really does help out. Look at that, actually both of them know exactly where the other team is. But it seems like they aren't incredibly keen on fighting here, are they? Ogre Club coming out from the Doom, so that could mean a lot. BKB probably the most likely. Could also be an Aghanim's, I suppose, right? But, nah, I don't know. But I guess Aghanim's, I would like, I wouldn't mind it, right? Like, just get the real demonalized here. Disable his fucking feast. Right? Like, if he doesn't have that, what does he have? Like, how is he gonna go about things? That's just not really gonna work now, is it? So, yeah, I don't know. Gem on the Titan there. Oh, also Shiva's Guard on the Shrug. So yeah, this like recent farming period has really helped everybody out in terms of, you know, getting a little bit beefier. So the next fight, you know, both sides are gonna have some new tools ready, and it's gonna be quite different from the last one. But I'm not really sure that Complexity wants that, right? Like, that's the thing. It's a tricky call to make who wins this late game. I feel like both teams got, you know, you can make an argument for both teams, right? I would give the edge to Complexity, but it doesn't mean that Liquid doesn't stand a chance in a late game, right? But you're winning these early game fights, so why would you try to drag it out any longer? Why don't you just go for a push up top? You have the Death Prophet ultimate ready. Like, honestly, if you're playing Death Prophet, every single time this spell is ready, every single time Exorcism is available and you aren't using it, you're bringing shame to all Death Prophet players. Because this ability needs to be on cooldown constantly because it is ridiculous how powerful it is. Right? And you gotta just fucking use this shit. There we go. Limp is gonna do exactly that in that top barracks, so it seems pretty dead. Glyph gonna be used, but I'm not really sure that's even worth it. Just that barracks is dead. Right, they just don't have the heroes here they need to defend that. Actually, Jesse taking quite a bit of damage. The barracks goes down finally. Limp caught in the middle of this. Not gonna activate his BKB quite yet. Oh, nice dodge, preventing the Ravage from hurting him. And Limp is looking strong. Matumba Man gonna be roared up right here. Jesse going in, but actually, nice silence. Matumba Man turns it around and down goes the Juggernaut. The Doom now on the Lifestealer, but actually the Lifestealer's gonna be on the Doom now. Down goes Sea-Freak, a double kill for Matumba Man, and Hanskin is gonna be next in line. Triple kill for the Dire Sides carry. And Liquid holding. They lose the melee barracks, but they get 3 kills. And I'll say that might be a worthwhile trade. That might be a quite worthwhile trade. It's really just all about getting the Lifestealer to become powerful, right? You want Matumba Man to be the guy that goes in. He doesn't have the name Matumba Man because he isn't a superhero. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying Matumba Man is literally Batman, but I'm just saying, have any of you ever seen Matumba Man and Batman in the same room? That's what I thought. Right? And Lashak actually coming through in that fight too. You know, getting a little bit of damage in, although he did drop quite quickly. Still, he survives, and 17 charges on that Bloodstone. That is a lot of Bloodstone charges, by the way. That is quite scary. Well, top gonna be pushed here. Yep. Just under siege. Lifestealer just working on this, and down he goes. In a heartbeat. Not even a question about it. And it seems that Liquid, they are now looking to kind of, you know, turn this game around. They want to get their own barracks. Well, it seems like they should be able to do that. Right? You just saw the immense power of the Lifestealer in that last fight. It is disgusting, right? And you have to keep in mind, this guy has an insane amount of armor. He's got the Lich armor. He's got the Soak Cross. He's got the armor. Good luck dealing damage to him just through right-clicking, right? It's just not really gonna happen. Jesse, you know, picking up a Blink Dagger. Now, I like Blink Dagger on a Juggernaut, right? But I just don't feel like he deals enough damage. Heroes are getting tanky here. Right? Like, this guy has 1800 life. He's got a fucking Shiva's Guard. What are you gonna do with your Juggernaut against that? Right? I just don't really see it. Yeah, okay, you can blink away, I guess, but... I feel like you just gotta be able to fight some, man. Did your Diffuser Blade really do you any good in that last fight? No, man. Didn't do anything. I can't agree with this at all. I think that is... It's really one of those items, like a Blink Dagger on Juggernaut is like, I play Juggernaut with Blink Dagger. And I feel like that's what that's about right now. It's not so much about being the best item in this game. Because what purpose does it fulfill that he needs? It doesn't kill people. And it doesn't let him get close to people either, because there's just too much spread damage coming out. And he's fucking Juggernaut, you can't just spin in on bitches. Right? Gotta be a bit more active with that ability. You know, if you can't do that, get a BKB, man. I don't know, it's just a little weird to me. Oh well. After taking quite a bit of damage. But yeah, look. I just don't think Juggernaut deals enough damage here, right? Like, he doesn't hit hard. He hits for 200. The other Shrug has 39 armor. 1800 life. I mean, good luck getting through that with your pathetic damage. That's just not happening. Crits now coming out with Matumba, man. Yeah, lifesteal is gonna start hurting like a bitch, too. Man. I don't know. I don't like that at all. Yeah, I feel like he just needs something that's a little bit more. Just straight up aggressive. Right? Just straight up more aggressive. Something that allows him to actually kill people. Oh well. And then we have Swindlemelons not even having his Necrobook 3 done yet. I don't know what that's about either, right? They're going for Vladimir's Blink Dagger, Boots of Travel, Gem. I don't even know if he's interested in finishing up the Necromonicon, but I mean, there's a reason why you buy that item on Beastmaster every single game, first item. It just seems like Complexity is making some very tilty item decisions, right? I don't really know what that's about. It's odd. It's odd. But yeah, I get you have a Death Prophet, but you can't rely on her for everything. Right, if you have it like that, if you just say, well, the Death Prophet is gonna handle it, then all Liquid has to do is kill the Death Prophet, and you lose. That's not really what you're looking for now, is it? Guardian Grace on the Tidehunter, by the way. And a Ghost Scepter. Well, that's where the Diffuser Blade is gonna be handy. Right, again, like a preemptive way of dealing with Ghost Scepters. Abyssal Blade coming out for Juggernaut, so I guess that's a nice item to have. I mean, it is definitely nice, it just isn't any damage. I don't know. Limp using the Shiva's Guard. Nice blink away from mind control. And he's actually gonna be doomed up right here, but out comes Matumba, man! A nice little present in the Watermelon Shell. And Chessie gonna be burst down he goes. Death Prophet is also dead. And now Handskin is on the run. But there's actually no way he gets out of this one. No, he just drops. Doom and Beastmaster are still alive, but what are they gonna do? We're actually talking about Doom. Yeah, the glimpse back. The damage coming out from Jerax, and that's a dead Doom. Only one to get out of this one is Swindlemelons. But that's not enough, because mid-barracks are done. Yeah, mid-barracks are done. Top barracks are done. And you know, this is exactly what I meant, right? Like, it's just like the Juggernaut spending 2,000 gold on a Blink Dagger. It's just like, what does this actually do? Right? It didn't do anything. Didn't help them at all. As a team. It just meant he can blink in and then die. It's just like weird. I don't really follow along there. And well, nice here, just getting into the Tidehunter for good measure all times. Well, a roll coming out of Matumba, man. We already got the magic immunity active. He's gonna be fine for the time being. A BKB used from Limp. Well, they still have one barracks alive, and actually Matumba, man, gonna be picked off right here. Maybe we should have actually tried to hit Limp a little bit, man. I was a little bit greedy. Well, it seems that's gonna delay the end of the game for just a little while right there. And no, Jerax and Kuroki. Oh, wow. They're actually turning this around quite nicely. Jerax seems to be able to get out. Kuroki gonna be the sacrificial lamb, but well, Liquid still only loses 2 heroes. And they get everything except for half a ranged barracks. I mean, this is not even just a disaster. This is just game over. Look at this. Look at this fucking dip, man. This game was so even for such a long time. But that's really, that's Dota. Right? Like, you make just a few simple mistakes. And game over. Absolutely game over. No, well. Okay, nice. Well, it seems like Jarex is actually gonna be okay. Oh god, double 4-star. Pretty late diffusal blade from Jesse, I gotta be honest with you. And it seems like Limp is actually going in on this one. He's got his ultimate active. Buyback would be ready on Matumba Man if he needs it. Buyback definitely gonna be coming out from the disruptor here. 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, you better start running because he is back and Jesse's gonna be caught out right there. Seems like Matumba Man's not even gonna bother with him. No, he better. Yep, they sacrificed Jesse and it seems that they quit. It's just gonna push to finish now. Actually, the crit's no longer in his inventory. Ah, there we go. Alright, just gonna finish up the Daedalus. Odd little way of doing that, but you know, whatever. Roshan is still down. No, Matumba Man. Roshan is not here. Thank you. Thank you. Not there, I promise you. And they're going into the mid here. Doesn't really matter what lane they go, right? Like, they get a kill or two and they can just go bottom and end it. Honestly, like, the issue for complexity right now is, like, apart from everything, is the Matumba Man can just walk into the bottom and hit the ranged barracks a few times. And what are you gonna do about it? I mean, he's got magic immunity. I guess you could roar him, but then you're just running into their bait. Right? Like, if Matumba Man just walks in right here and just pushes Q and attacks the barracks, then what's the play? Well, seems that's not gonna be it. And the Ravage! Down goes the Beastmaster. Instant buyback. We got the Omni Slash being used, but Jesse not being able to really do anything with it. He just doesn't deal enough damage. Got Limp on the run. Actually kind of sitting in the background, but he doesn't have his ultimate ready, and the barracks goes down. Matumba Man just gonna try to fight this out, and oh my god, he heals up! That's a life stealer for you, ladies and gentlemen. The big crit's coming out, the triple kill for Matumba Man. Limp caught out as well. He should go down right here. Fata activates his BKB, just kind of getting some damage in. And yes, oh no. The last second ultimate. Just wanted to hear the sound. The GG is cold. And a rampage actually, look at that. A rampage. Liquid takes it over complexity, and that's gonna be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a rating on the video. And let's go look at the end screen. That's gonna do it for today. So, yeah, you know, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. The Shrug farming up a lot. This is a thing you gotta keep in mind, you know. That Shrug was just farming the whole game. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.